Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I'm going to be explaining exactly what macros are and the 6 steps I use to hit my macros daily. When it comes to smashing your fitness goals, calories ultimately are going to determine your changes in body mass. However, calories come from the macronutrients, otherwise known as macros, because your body requires them in larger quantities. The macronutrients are proteins, carbohydrates, fat, and alcohol, and each gram has a total caloric energy value tied to it. The first macronutrient we'll be talking about today is protein. Protein's made up of amino acids and is responsible for many functions in the body, but for this guide, we'll focus mostly on how it helps us repair muscle tissue that's been broken down during hard resistance training. For most people, it's recommended that a person gets around 1 gram per pound of body weight daily to see positive changes in your body composition. Protein is found in both essential and non-essential forms, complete and incomplete sources, and protein is typically found in animal proteins, tofu, tempeh, seitan, sprouted grains like Ezekiel bread, and oats. After protein is carbohydrates. Carbs are absolutely necessary for health, performance, and improved body composition. While it may be a hot debate about how many carbs are necessary, we know a few things for certain, and that's that the brain uses up to 20% of our daily energy expenditure, and it runs entirely on glucose. Carbs are stored in your muscle and liver as glycogen, and this is the body's primary energy source for high-intensity exercise like resistance training and sprints. High-quality carbohydrate sources include sweet potatoes, pasta, fruit, vegetables, and other grains. Now that we have protein and carbs out of the way, let's talk about fat. Fat is essential and aids in the absorption of vitamins A, D, E, and K, the synthesis of hormones testosterone and progesterone, and fat metabolism is the body's secondary form of energy source behind carbs. Some high-quality fat sources are found in foods like coconut oil, avocado, tofu, egg yolks, as well as dark chocolate. The last macronutrient we'll talk about today is alcohol, and it's not needed by the body. However, alcohol does contain calories, and for every gram of alcohol, there is 7 calories per gram. Screenshot this next chart to see how many calories are in your favorite alcoholic beverage and see for yourself if that glass of wine each night is really worth it. So now that we have a basic understanding of what macros are, I'll be showing you guys how I go about hitting my macros every single day so you can too. One thing you guys should know is that there is no perfect macronutrient split. So I encourage you guys to check out some of the calculators that are online and on the web and test them out for yourself and see what works for you. Or stick around for the next week's video and I'll show you guys how to calculate your macros on your own. But let's get back to it and I'll show you guys the 6 steps I use to consistently smash my macros. Keep the 5 P's in mind, which are proper preparation prevents poor performance. To crush it every single day, you need to plan ahead. However, that doesn't mean spending hours meal prepping your food. In fact, I don't even do that. To plan ahead, you simply need to pre-track all of the food you want to eat the night before. To pre-track your food, follow these next 6 steps to ensure success every single day. Step 1 is break down that protein goal. Hitting your protein goal isn't just difficult for vegans, it's difficult for almost everyone that's new to tracking. My tip to prevent you guys from having to eat around 60 grams of protein at 9 o'clock at night is to break down your protein goal into how many meals a day you want to eat. Research shows that aiming for a dose around 20 to 25 grams of high quality protein is optimal for muscle protein synthesis, meaning the building and maintaining of lean muscle. For these reasons, protein is incredibly important as we diet down and decrease our caloric intake. My protein goal is around 100 grams a day, so I simply just space that out into how many meals I want to eat. This is typically breakfast, lunch, dinner, pre-workout, and post-workout. And then there we have it. As long as I prioritize a protein source at each meal, I will easily smash my protein goal, whether you're a vegan or not. No protein problems here. That brings us to step 2. Enter your favorite treats. Whether you're having Halo Top or some mango chunks, incorporating a daily treat into your pre-planned meals provides psychological relief while dieting and gives you something to look forward to each day to stay on track. So make sure you track this second so you can enjoy it guilt-free. That brings us to step 3. Enter the foods you love that have a high fiber content. If you missed last week's video, I'll link it down below so you can see just how important fiber is for general health. But by entering foods high in fiber like oatmeal, sweet potatoes, and fruit, you're guaranteed to smash your daily goal of 20 to 30 grams of fiber per day, feel fuller for longer, have improved blood sugar levels, and even decrease your risk for high cholesterol and heart disease. Having some frozen fruit and almond milk is a staple in my day, and it also helps me hit my daily fiber goal. That brings us to step 4. Look at what carbs you have remaining and hit your target with more vegetables if you haven't reached your fiber goal, then enter in other carbs that you love. Some include, more rice, legumes, or fruit. After step 4, that brings us to step 5. See what fats you have left and add some more of your favorites. This could be adding avocado to your tofu scramble or nut butter to your pre-workout meal. Finally, that brings us to step 6. Evaluate your targets and edit the portion sizes until you're within around 10 grams of protein and carbs and 5 within fat. If you follow these 6 steps most days than not, I promise you will never have to follow any crazy fad diet or rigid meal plan ever again. You can eat the foods you want to eat and ensure you're progressing towards your goals. I hope this video was helpful in showing you guys how I go about, tracking every single day. If you need additional help, send me a DM on Instagram at Botanically Built or shoot me an email at botanicallybuilt@gmail.com. When it comes to long-term success, the winner is always the person who is consistent for the longest amount of time. I hope this video was helpful for you guys to see how I go about consistently hitting my macros so you can too. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below if you feel like supporting me. But until next week, don't forget to stay botanically built.